Hi everyone and welcome to this video. So I haven't posted for quite a bit now and it's been a few hectic weeks lately, and also I have been running out of ideas for this game, and also I lost some motivation to do like world record stuff and what I did before. But fortunately, Geoguessr released this new game mode, which is like the battle royale that you already saw in my previous videos, but now it's based on distance and not on getting the correct country. And I decided why not to try it out. And as it is me, it is going to be not in the normal mode like moving or not even no moving, but no moving, panning, or zooming. So enjoy the video. Oh, so we start off facing like the bush, like just by the road and the tree by it. So this is gonna be hard. But I think because of the type of tree this is and the guard layer, this should be somewhere in Europe, probably Eastern. I try Poland, then maybe Romania or Bulgaria, I don't know. As I'm in a good position right now, I'm not gonna change my guess at the moment. Although it's not the right country because so many people are getting in front of me. Probably most of them are moving, or just even no moving might be enough to get this if you have like a bollard or a pole by the road. But just with this tree and this bush, I don't think it's good enough. But I do think it's Europe. So it was actually Poland, but people got much closer. It just hedged in case it's down here. So this is yellow plate. It's Gen 2, and these kind of windows remind me a bit of the UK, although Belgium too, so I'm not really sure if this is actually the UK or Luxembourg. But I think by the style of housing, I will try the UK first, but it might be Luxembourg too. I go south because these houses, they don't look like dull enough to be more north. And also this doesn't have like the EU strip, so this might be not in the EU, but I'm not doing great, so it's probably Luxembourg. I'll guess it. Well, it wasn't either, so I don't know. It was the UK, but it was much more north, actually. I also got the right country at first, but people are getting much closer. I think this lobby is quite good, actually. They're also allowed to move, so they have an advantage. There's a cross here, there's some hills like that, and some walls around the road, and with these metal roofs, I think this should be somewhere in Romania, in the mountains. And this time I'm pretty confident. There's also a red roof here, which you see also in Poland, but by the other types of clues and this tree and the other houses, it has to be Romania and not Poland. The pole I don't really know because it's not the typical Romanian pole, but I still think that it's not Polish either. And I'm still in the lead, so I'm not gonna change my guess again. So it was Romania and it was in the north as I predicted, but now we have a very hard round because we cannot look actually to the road. I don't know, it could be even a tracker. Well, I don't think it's a tracker, but this is not facing the road clearly. It's just a tree in front of us, and that's it. I'm not really sure, but I don't think like this bark is European. This is too like thin. It might be somewhere like Thailand or somewhere in Southeast Asia. But if I'm wrong, I'm gonna go Europe. I could be out now. So let's see what others guess. Well, this is not working well, so I'll try Europe then. Okay, more eastern then, somewhere in the Balkan. Yeah, it was in the Balkan. Oh no, it was actually in Lithuania. I didn't expect that at all. And I was just about to get out. The person who got out was just in the neighboring country. Okay, so that there is Spanish. We have EU plates. So this is Spain. I don't really know, but that might say 9-6. And 9-6 is usually in the east. So like Valencia, Palma, this area, also Murcia. So I'll stay here somewhere. But this is a pretty generic, like 1970s building, so it can be found all over Spain. So it's not really a good clue on where we are exactly. And the name here, Ana Leon, is very generic Spanish too. It's not Catalan or any other language. So I was actually right, and it was Valencia. So the 9-6 was right there. This, I think we have this car and this type of thin road and the ditch on the side of it, which could be found, this car could be found either in Indonesia or Bhutan, but by the type of road and the vegetation, I think I will try Bhutan first. It's more likely, in my opinion. Yeah, by the looks of it, other people are also getting Bhutan, so the guy just behind me, he's 2 kilometers away, so I think this is gonna be one of those that everyone guesses the right country, even the person who gets out. So maybe I need a new guess, but I don't think so. Well, actually, it wasn't. Only two of us guessed in Bhutan. Someone guessed Sri Lanka, which makes sense in some occasions, and it makes more sense than Thailand. So quite harsh on them. This I'm not really sure. I think it's somewhere in Western Europe, but I'm not really sure. This type of black roofs, you can find them in the west of France usually, or in Ireland and Scotland too, but I don't think it's the UK at the moment. But I could be wrong. I'll try Western France first. These like houses, you can find them usually in places which have a Celtic influence, like Ireland or Brittany, or sometimes even parts of Scotland and Cornwall. So it was actually there. It was actually Normandy, not Brittany, but it's still good enough for me. Someone guessed the US, which doesn't really make sense. So this is Russia, I think, because I don't think this is Ukrainian. You have the usual I and not the Latin one. And like the phone number, I don't think it's Ukrainian either. But this looks pretty generic. It can be even Far East, so I'm not really sure where this is. I might be out, but I think it's just generic area. It's also like this Soviet, this is a Stalinist like building, and the other one is quite later but still Soviet. So these are all over the Soviet Union, so it doesn't really make a difference. But the person behind me is only 21 kilometers away, so maybe I need to guess again. So that worked, and it was more east. It was Krasnoyarsk. And look at this, I just beat him out by very little. Harsh on him, but I think that this is gonna be tough. This is Johor, which is like a place in southern Malaysia close to Singapore. Here it is. I don't know if to look for the road. I don't think I'll need to at the start, but I'll click there first. He only has four guesses, but that might be enough. He already clicked here, so it's gonna be hard. I'm trying to find it, but like it's not gonna work. It's not there. Could it be here? Yeah, I'm getting closer. Oh, he got it. This is the problem of not being able to move. I think I can only guess once more, and it's gonna be here. No, it's not working. Okay, so it was more south there, so this was quite unfortunate, especially due to the fact that I couldn't move or anything, and I was not going to find this street anyway, because look at this maze. It's amazing. Even with moving, I wouldn't be able to find this, I think. But he just got a much luckier guess over here. Maybe he got to the road or something. Or just basically pure luck. It is also possible. So let's try again. So this time we are in Europe again, and it looks like Eastern Europe. Although I don't know what country this is. This looks a bit like Pannonian, and it looks like it's winter too, so I'll first look in Hungary. Like these one-story houses that are painted in bright colors with like pyramid-style roofs, those are found in Hungary usually, or parts of Croatia and Serbia too, like in northern Serbia and in eastern Croatia. I think it's enough at the moment. I'm not going to change my guess. Maybe it's not the right country, but still, even if it's something like Czechia, I'll still be okay with it. So it was Hungary, but it was much more north by Győr. So this is quite weird. I think it's something again in Europe. I think that is the thick Romanian pole, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not really sure if this is Romania. I'll guess it at first because why not? Maybe it's even more east, I don't know. This guy also guessed Romania. Well, it looks like I don't need to change my guess either here. So it's possible that that is the Romanian pole as I thought it was. So it was Romania and it was pretty close to. It was even more west, so not more to the east as I thought at the beginning. But it's good. And now we are facing the road, so I like this. Although I'm not really sure now. It's a white line here, but I think the sun is more to the north. So this is probably either Australia or Latin America. I think more Latin America. Oh, that was not intended. I'm gonna try Uruguay at first. Okay, the first guy guessed in another place and he's closer, so I don't think it's Uruguay. Maybe it's just Argentina then. But I'm not going to guess unless I get to the bottom. Because these trees, I don't think you see them in Australia, although these you do. And the bushes like that, it's also quite uncommon. So yes, it was Argentina and pretty much more north than I thought. So I would have still been second if I guessed here. So this looks like a shanty town in something that looks very dry, and there's the Peruvian flag. I was already thinking it was Peru, close to the coast, but that flag just confirms it. So I'm gonna go just here, south of Lima. But it could be anywhere from Trujillo down to like here. And it also could be just Lima because like this map that's used for Battle Royale, it's usually has lots of locations in big cities and like big metropolitan areas in general, like we saw in that Malaysia one. So I think I don't need to change again because I'm first. So it was actually in Lima, and I'm surprised that nobody guessed it. And some people even didn't see the flag, which is quite surprising. Okay, I think that's German. And there's no yellow plate, so it's not Luxembourg, and it's Gen 2, pretty old camera, so it should be somewhere in Germany. I first guessed here, although I don't think it is. I think it's more like either Frankfurt or Stuttgart. I guess Stuttgart the second time, because I have enough guesses for the final round anyway. But that will only happen if other people guess better. This guy guessed where I guessed. Okay, I'll guess Stuttgart then. Well, it's not. Maybe it's somewhere here in Hamburg or Hanover. Let's see where it is. I'm still in, so I'm not worried. So yeah, it was Hamburg, and only one person got it. So the Finland guess, no, it was actually Estonia, so it didn't make sense actually. We thought that Finland would make more sense than Austria, but it was Estonia, so there's not really much difference. This I'm not sure actually. Again, I think it's Latin America. With these gray buildings, it might be actually just Mexico. If it's not, I'll guess something else, but I just go here at the moment. If people are getting closer, maybe I need to change it. Okay, I don't. So it was Mexico, and this was so close, so unlucky on this person. And it was much more north, but it was still Mexico. I was right about the architecture. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Germany again. So this is gonna be fun because this looks extremely like that area around the river. So maybe it's gonna be fun without everyone guessing there now. Although there's still a small chance this is like Berlin or something like that. Okay, it's not. Then I'm going Berlin. It seems to be that it is Berlin now. Because in Berlin you usually have this overcast sky. It's also true for Munich in some cases and Bielefeld. Although you cannot like use that as meta in many cases. So these people went just outside Berlin, which is kind of weird, and the other person went Poland, not what I expected. But that would have been closer than this area, so I did good by changing it. That was another accidental thing. But I think this red brick, sorry, is the UK, and I think that is a yellow plate over there. This looks quite generic, so maybe it's just the Midlands. Only 17 kilometers. So this, maybe I need to change something. Well, I think it's more here like I thought. Maybe we are all over here. Oof, no, I'm out. I think I'm out. Oh, no time. So it was more to the south in Milton Keynes. That was unlucky, but maybe they saw something moving here because like it's very hard like to actually beat this without even like panning around and zooming into any clue that could be there. And these people might even move, so this was quite a challenging endeavor. So I'll try for a final time. Let's see if I can win one, but this seems to be very complicated. We have a Volkswagen Beetle over here, and this is Gen 2 coverage, and we have a river to the north, so maybe we're in Hamburg again. But we are definitely in Germany. I don't know where exactly. There's a person who is a Twitch streamer here. I don't know, maybe it's not Hamburg. Or maybe it is and just people are getting closer. But it's the first round, so I don't think I need to guess again. I think even guessing Germany would be enough here. So it was Hamburg, but nearly everyone guessed it. It was just the other side of it. So maybe there was a clue saying Hamburg somewhere on the other side. Oh, I didn't see anything, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not really sure about this bus stop here. This could be problematic. Does that say Strasse? or something like that. So maybe it's Austria, I'm not really sure. It could be also something like Denmark or Sweden, or even Netherlands. Okay, so it's not. Then I try Denmark. Okay, I'll try Netherlands then. So yeah, it is Netherlands. Actually, by the other clues, I thought more Netherlands, but the bus stop made me think of the Nordics, and the Strasse made me think of Austria for some reason. But like the buildings and the roads are more Dutch, definitely. So we all guessed Netherlands at the end. So, okay, this is yellow lines. We have these rhombus signs, so this should be the US. This doesn't look like Canada, it looks too warm. Maybe it's even Texas, I don't know. Because it looks very dry, but at the same time warm. But not dry enough to be like the desert over here. Maybe it's just Texas. Could it be even more east like Arkansas, but I'm not gonna change my guess at the moment. So it seems that I'm closest at the moment, so maybe it is Texas. Well, it was actually Oklahoma, which looks quite similar. So that was actually a good guess. So now we are back in Europe. Maybe it's even the Balkans. I think these roofs are Slovenian, as well as this narrow road and these rolling hills with corn on them and maize over there. So this should be in Slovenia with these dark roofs. It also looks quite clean for the Balkans, so it should be in Slovenia. As it isn't extremely mountainous, it should be in the eastern half. So I just hedge over here. So okay, that was pretty good of a guess. It was actually in Celje, so that was quite insane without any clues. And I was the only one to guess Slovenia, which is quite surprising in my opinion. This is weird. I don't really know what this is, and I'm quite worried. What does that say? I think that is like a Chinese character, so maybe we are in Taiwan. I just go Taipei because this looks like a business complex, so it's probably in a big city. And I think I'm correct, judging by how others are doing. Well, it wasn't actually in Taipei, it was Taichung, but it was still enough because nobody guessed more south. Here we return to the old continent, and I think it's Austria because this type of sign, which says Einbahn, is only in Austria and it's Gem 4 too. And this is quite a big city, although there are some mountains north, so I'm not sure if it's Vienna. Though Vienna does have some hills here, and these don't seem too tall. So I'll try Vienna to start with. We also have these blue signs which are typical for Vienna. I think others are still in Vienna, but they are a bit closer. Oh, 80 meters. No, that is quite close. Like it's maybe the closest I've seen here without moving. And yeah, it was Vienna, but it was a bit more to the west, and everyone guessed it, so quite unfortunate for this person. Okay, so this should be somewhere in Eastern Europe. I'm not really sure where this is, but this might be Balkan roofs, and it doesn't look like really developed, so it's not Slovenia or even Western Croatia, so it's either in somewhere like Serbia or maybe even Romania. But I think Serbia is the best guess for me here. Although the roofs don't really look Serbian, which is quite confusing. What is it then? Is it Bulgaria? Better guess. No. Is it Romania then? Yeah, it is Romania at the end. Okay, so it was in the west of Romania. Everyone guessed Romania at the end. So maybe there was some clue there. Okay, we have yellow plates here at the back. So is this the Netherlands or is this the UK? I think these houses are much more British. These brick houses. Usually in the Netherlands it's like this one but even darker. And the type of windows also match the UK much more. And by how it looks it might be southern, even it could be close to London. And if it's close to London it's in the south probably. Oof, we are also close. Maybe it's down here then, I don't know. Oof, that's getting close. Okay, I was saved. It was actually by Croydon. And the person going central London was actually closer than me, although by looking at how it is, this should be a better guess than that. And everyone guessed London, so that was very close. This one I don't know, so I'm probably gonna be eliminated. It looks like generic European. By how this looks, maybe this doesn't look too tidy, so it's maybe more to the east. Although the cycling path is quite confusing for me. No, I'll try Croatia because I don't see blue plates. Well, it's not. Maybe it's Lithuania, which was what I was thinking at the start. Okay, maybe I'll go the capital then. No, oh, this is gonna be tough again. Oof. Is it down up here then? Oh, I was gonna guess there. Oh, that was so unlucky. But this just sums up how impossible this is playing NMPZ because someone can find a clue by moving, and that would be enough, like to get the right city or general area. And most rounds here are urban, so that's what happens. You might have found like the city name somewhere. So tough luck. So my first thought was actually correct, although the plates kind of confused me. But I think this is a good guess, even though I lost. I might try one more time, the last one, but this, I don't think it's possible to win it, unless you're extremely lucky. So the next day I decided to try this again, and it took several attempts, but finally I managed to achieve the victory in Distance Battle Royale without moving, panning, or zooming. Okay, here we can see the road. There's a yellow line in the middle, I think. There's small separation between lines too. We have Nordic houses. We have Gem 4. There's also some rocky cliffs over here. So it's probably Norway, and by how thick the trees are, it's not too far north, I think. Okay, so it was more to the west, but that's still fine. This straight away looks Latin American. I'm not really sure where exactly though. Is this the Mexican pole? I don't think it is. I don't think it's Bolivia either, even with these types of unpainted houses. There's an antenna there. Maybe it is Mexico, I think. Maybe I'm looking wrong and it is actually the Mexican pole. I think it is now. And I was actually so close. This was an insane guess, but now we are in the middle of an interior location. I don't know where this is. This is gonna be tough without moving. I don't think this is India. Is that the Iron Cross used in the German army? I don't know. Maybe I'll try Germany because of that. Maybe it's a World War II museum, so it might be in another country in Europe. I'm not changing my guess at the moment. And yeah, it was in Germany, but it was just in the middle here. And I don't know what this is actually. Maybe someone from Germany knows what this is. Please tell me in the comments. Okay, this. I think we have the Danish windows over here. I don't think these are the Belgian plates. We have the red brick too. This looks quite urban and modern with lots of office buildings, so I'll try something like Copenhagen. Okay, I'm close, but I'm still behind. I don't know if to guess again. But others are quite behind, so I don't really need it, I think. Oh, okay. Okay, it was all dance, that's why I was a bit behind there. I think I was the last one who got through at the end. But one person gets Sweden, which saved me. I think these are also wooden houses, so it's probably in the Nordics. I don't know which one though. I don't think this is Finnish. In Finland you usually see either brick buildings or the red painted houses. And probably I'll try Sweden then. It's quite flat too, so Norway is less likely. At this time this looks quite good, although that person is quite in front of me. Maybe it's actually Norway or northern Sweden, I don't know. It was Finland actually, which I didn't really expect. That is a surprise actually. But only three of us went Nordics. We have a horse here, and this pole, which is thick and hollow with a yellow sticker on the side, which is probably Romania. Also, this Romanian fence here. With the horse, I'm more inclined to go closer to Moldova. This person, Dan, is gonna be hard to beat. Oh, this is not looking good. Okay, now it's better. I think these people are quite good, so I think the bad guesses are gonna be over soon. 989 meters in a quite rural location, so this is gonna be close. It was much more south actually, and everyone guessed Romania. So yeah, the bad guesses are over. Okay, this I'm not quite. I think that's the royal family of Taiwan flag. I don't know. This pole fits that, but other stuff doesn't really. So I don't know that language there. Maybe it's not even in Southeast Asia. Well, I think it is then. This is kind of a weird location. It's probably far north with these wooden buildings and the mountains in the background. There's also no palms here. Okay, so it was. And the Myanmar guess, which is not on Street View, was better than the Bangkok guess. So really unfortunate for this person here. Dan, who was really good before. This is Taiwan again. We see the same flag and the actual Thai flag now. But this looks more tropical. I don't know if to try the south this time. Okay, no. Maybe up here. Is that better? Yeah, that's better, I think. Maybe not good enough though. Can I try once more? No, it's more south then. Okay, it's probably here. But should I guess again? Not really. It was actually on the other side by Pattaya. So I wouldn't have gotten more by guessing down here. All of us so close, and we are now in the final against Max. And we are at least facing the road, which is good. This is a white car. We have a white center line, and the sun is north. This is quite dry, so it's probably Chile. It's not extremely dry, so I don't think it's to the north. Maybe it's this area. I try more guesses. But maybe it's down south then. Okay, I don't know. I'm not getting closer, so maybe I clicked in the right spot at the beginning, over here. He's not getting it. I don't know, is this better? No. Okay, he got closer now, but I don't think it's good enough. And yeah, that was the right exact spot. What a way to end it. I didn't click the road, but that was great. And it was my first guess, then I wasted all the guesses, but it's the final, so I don't really care. He did guess chill at the end, but he guessed an area which is much more deserty than this. So GG to all of these people. And finally I got my win. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe and like and see you in the next one. Bye.